Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to FM22 Journeyman. We're on episode 14. Really terrible news, and it's pushing my hand even more to see something change. I just got an email from the club saying they're reducing the payroll budget. They're not just reducing it, they are slashing it like a fire sale is occurring. We went from 1.4 million, which I was only using 1.1 of, well below, $300,000 below what was offered, and they reduced it to 900,000, skyrocketing the club over the limit right as we go into the contract expiration period, which literally started here today, the same day, in which you can now sign people that have expiring contracts. And so I had a few players that I need to re-sign, but suddenly I can't offer them any money whatsoever, even to keep payroll the same as what it is. So I'm fairly well screwed at this point that we're going to lose a number of key players come next season, if we're still around. And the club financial situation just continues to get worse and worse and worse and worse. They have virtually no sponsors, very little money, and they charge almost nothing for tickets, which I suppose, the local economy in Western Indonesia is not a strong one. It's not a massive economy. But why are the players making this kind of money? Why is this standard? This is normal. This club is low, very low on the payroll spectrum. Well, okay, we're not crazy low. We're ninth. We're mid-table, but it's a very standard thing. We're right down the middle. So if we're having this much trouble and looking at finances, nobody's doing good, but only 3 teams are insecure, and we all have a very similar payroll, the 3 of us. We're not spending a lot, and we don't have a large squad, so we're not massively overpaying players or anything like that. And we've seen plenty of teams easily able to spend money and buy players off of us. Remember, we've already kind of fire-sailed a lot. Well, here's the good news, because obviously we've talked about the finances in depth before, so we're looking at something new here in terms of how we compare with everyone else kind of for the first time. But one thing worthy of note is that I have found 3 more positions that have recently come available. I need to be checking this probably every week at this point in time. And those 3 positions, I applied to all 3. Unfortunately, though, it wasn't the second division positions. One of them was. The other 2, first division in either Korea or China. One of those came back instantly with, we just finished the interview process. Sorry. And so we're down to 2. Still waiting to hear back on those, if we've made the shortlist, if we will get an invite to an interview. And we're on the road at PSM. Now, it's been almost a week and a half since I applied for those jobs at this point. I'm getting worried that we've already missed out. Triana in goal today instead of Setho. Setho is ill. He is on the bench, but I didn't want to risk it. So we give the start to Triana, and otherwise it's my usual first 11, but of course my usual first 11 isn't my assistant manager's usual first 11, so we'll see how they do today. The club we're playing today is down in 13th, so we've definitely got some sort of shot to do something with this match, but we're on the road, so we'll have to be on our best. Agung, Palu, goal, Risky Palu, our new signing, who I brought in, yes, center mid, but I've been training him at that left wing back. But the assistant manager, because he's not trained already there, the assistant manager hasn't selected him even once in that role. I think he's maybe played once at center mid, but this now being third time that I have selected him directly, and he's played well-ish, certainly better than Lestaluhu has, and the assistant manager hates Ali Rinto. They think he's terrible. Sagung is injured, and we kick the ball out of bounds. Hopefully it is minor. He is showing something here. It'd be nice to know what it is. See if he can play through it. He is playing through it at the moment, and he gets nearly an assist with Lucas Gabriel. Nothing coming from the dugout on him wanting to come off, and he was showing signs of recovery there for a moment, but maybe a hard run brought him back down a notch. We'll see. I don't want to overly trouble him. I'd rather sub him off than risk it, but I don't know what's going on. Is it a minor knock, or can he actually play through, or do we need to bring him off? Ooh, they go close on that one, but we get the block in. Eunice in on goal, in at striker position. Okono was injured temporarily, just coming back from that, so we haven't selected him at the moment today. Sugang still not showing signs of recovery. Another 7-8 minutes later, so I might be at that let's get him out of there stage. Saimima coming on. Oh, what a save from Triana. That was a beautiful free kick headed into the upper corner. No more than a foot to either the crossbar or the post in that upper corner, and Triana comes all the way across and saves that one. Great dive, and hung on to it. Just 3 shot attempts here in the first half for us, but we do lead. 50% possession. The XG is very minimal. That was a very nice goal by Palu, and ultimately is why he's got the best rating by some margin compared to his teammates. Agung, the only other one that's even got a 7.0. We have struggled. But that early goal, very nice, very handy. I didn't realize it was that early in the half. Nice interception there, and we recover the ball just to start the second half here already. 5 minutes gone by and ticking by awfully quick, but it looks like they're going to have a deep... Oh, free kick. I thought that was a header. That was offside by a mile. Yes, flag is up. The guy was almost behind our keeper when the ball was presented to him. Well, not exactly a mile, but he was definitely well offside. Dangerous free kick for us this time. Guino bangs it off the post, and he was offside as well. That one was much closer, but probably the correct call. Another dangerous free kick, this time from the corner spot. Masirin, Agung, high. A good 6 feet high, but otherwise right in the corner in the happy zone. Our XG finally reflects the goal we do have. Can we hang on to this thing as we get late on? Whoa, Triana, they got another really nice stop. He's had a couple of those today. We're going to go back to balanced, get a little more defensive. That's our normal anyway. In fact, I might go cautious here. 70 minutes. Let's go cautious. Nice ball out to Palu. Brings it towards the corner. Nice cross in, and Saimima gets on the end of that one, but can't get it on target. Sinji on a yellow and tired. Do I have another midfield sub? I do not. Unless I bring on Rinto Ali, and then swap Ali and Palu, and then Palu can play in the center mid. It'll be my first time seeing Ali in action. See how he can do with 10 minutes. That'll also be an excellent time to start the changing of tactics. Sub done? Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Palu. Ali. And there you go. Ali. Not rated much higher than what Palu is in that position, but Palu could definitely help out in a weakened midfield. And Palu picks up a yellow moments before I make that substitution, apparently, after I had already selected it. Time wasting, definitely time to go on, out of possession. We're going to drop the top a little bit lower, keep that high, just tighten it up for the moment. You know what? Nah. It's already 81st minute. We'll go standard and much lower. So we don't need to press too high here. Just be compact. 83rd minute. Palou's had a good game. Hopefully he'll see this thing out. He just got his yellow card, so hopefully he doesn't suddenly get a second yellow. That was onside. That was well-timed. Nice run. Very quick. Amazing acceleration there to get behind us. But luckily, we put it out for a corner, and then we put that out for the throw. And we're hanging in there at the moment, but they are definitely all over us. Holiday lays that off. Not sure why he laid it off. He wasn't even under pressure. And then we gave it away. Oh. Offside. Okay. Not sure if that was, but I'll take it. Ali. Nice cross, Lucas Gabriel to seal it. Corner kick. Instructions. Full time wasting. See this thing out. Agoon taking his time. Tick, 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 tick. Siren. Costanto. Ali. Oh, scrapes the bar. Nearly. That left wing back nearly grabbed us both goals today. Agoon. But it remains at 1. They still account for all of our goals. We are into the final moments. Seconds are ticking by. This thing should be over. Just waiting on the whistle. And there it is. That one goal proves the difference. We did it. We hang on. Ali, I thought he should have had a rating by that point. And he gets a yellow card. Jeez. Gabriel, another poor day. But otherwise, the team pulls through. Does enough. Gets the win. We had a much better second half, even though it looked dangerous from the highlight perspective. XG-wise, we went from very little to 1.5. They went from at least half a goal to 0.89. I mean, they did less. Possession was 50-50. We increased that in the second half. Ali, his yellow in the 90th minute, probably a professional foul to stop them from progressing, I would imagine. And we do come away with the win. Still waiting on an answer on our 2 applications, but at this point, a week and a half in, I'm assuming that we did not make it on the short list if they haven't interviewed me at this point. Following that result, we've had a draw and a win in the last 2. That pushes us up to 19 points, remaining or recovering our 4th position after Persipura, who we played last and drew with. Holding each other's positions as we were 4th and 5th before that match. They played one day ago, and that had temporarily bumped them ahead of us. But yeah, back up into 4th place. Doing well. That was a hard-earned 3 points, and we've not had too many wins this season. We've had a lot of draws. Not surprising on this one. This was Chinese Super League Hebei FC, and we are unsuccessful in that bid. We're down to 1 on the current market. And meanwhile, checking back in on the job board, there is another K2 League job opportunity that we've just applied for. So back in the running, that means 2, with 1 that we've been waiting on for a couple of weeks, which means probably no, and 1 we just applied for. And this looks like the kind of one that, maybe maybe we could get in for, because it's somebody at the bottom of that K2 league. Wow, okay. The job just posted in the last week and a half, because it wasn't there a week and a half ago, but it's already been interviewed. So we're out of the running for that one instantly, and I have a feeling that the other one's not going to work out because it's already been a couple weeks. But we'll keep looking. Positions are coming open. I needed to check frequently. And as expected, I failed to make the short list on that position, and so we did not receive that one. Also, I just found another one, actually 2 more, but they're both big China Super League teams, big teams. I mean, they're teams competing for the title that just aren't in the position they should be in right now, so they fired managers. Hence the almost no chance on those, but I'm applying for anything in those top 2 divisions in those 2 nations right now, because, well, that's what we have. That's what we can do. League Cup first round against a non-league opponent. Heavy favorites, but we are on the road. And I'm not sure this league goes much further than about League 3. So I don't know how much of an advantage we'll have over them, but it certainly looks good there in the opening minutes that we're probably going to be comfortable. We'll see. You never know, because I've made numerous changes to the side, promised playing time and whatnot. If Ananda in at center back, Triana in at goal, actually for the second time in a row for him, though our first choice keeper, Setho, is back from his illness. I just wanted to get Triana a start. Rinto Ali in at that left back, and if he is dominating like that when he's arguably one of our worst players in the senior squad, if he's dominating like that, then I think we should be fairly comfortable for this one. You never know. Saimima is on, though he is looking more and more like he's deserving of a starting role, or at least my assistant thinks he deserves to be starting. I'll have to actually compare them head to head to see if I actually agree with that, as I thought he was just off of them, but maybe it was more about comfort with the system. Mofu also getting a rare start. Mofu is up for sale, and this certainly would help trying to get him sold. He asked to be loaned out, and so I was like, sure, of course. I'd rather just get him sold, but either way, if we can get rid of his payroll, I would be happy. Of course, he was a key backup at center mid, but then we added new guys. First Sugang, and then Agung, and then we added in Pelu, who's the wing back, but also a center mid. And when we have a couple options, Mofu became just irrelevant. So happy to get rid of him. Also, the strike partners have been swapped out, as we have Akono, who is arguably our second best, but I have not been selecting him directly. And then Harayat are in. Akono on the ball. Agung, that one's deflected and out for a corner kick. Almost halftime. We've been dominating, but no ball in the back of the net just yet. Bueno inside. Ali outside. Mofu doesn't know what to do with the ball. Looks like a lost little puppy. Again, looks like a lost little puppy and goes backwards, even though all of his options are inside. Just triangle passing around the defense when the options are inside. Finally, we cross to no one. Waladane recovers at least, but that was the end of the highlight. Those three just dink, 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 dink. Back and forth, not doing anything. XG already at 1.3. They have literally no XG, no shots, and we just cannot get a goal. Hands in pockets. Keep faith. Get going. Really? We're going to have to make changes. First off, let's make a change. Let's go attacking. Hidayat on the ball. Gives it away. Time for subs. In about 10 minutes, if we are not scoring by that point, we will start to bring in the type of players who can maybe make a difference and see this thing out. As much as we are in control, we've got some guys that just can't seem to finish right now. Akono, wide open, free header, and he missed that by a pretty wide margin. I have no idea about cup rules, but I'm assuming it's not replay. I'm assuming this is it. Win or go home. When bobbles around a little bit. Should have been in the back of the net, but it was easily blocked. Saimima. 50th minute. Mofu again. Sideways passing. Ooh. Thought they got to the end of that, but we got to the end of that and then pushed it just wide. XG continues to climb. Should be approaching goal number 2 by this point, and we've hit that hour mark. Before this thing flies out of reach. Saimima is struggling. Let's go ahead and replace him with Sugang. Hidayat is struggling. We might want to... Oh! Okay. Akono. His teammates bowing to him after that one. This is a free kick from them. Sugang. There you go. Great substitution. He steps in, intercepts, passes to Akono, who turns and fires that one into the upper left corner. Keeper Very slow. Very slow to react to that one, but it was an excellent shot. Plenty of power, and yes. Yes, we lead. Okay. Fire sale type changes not necessary, but they get their first shot attempt of the game following that now that they trail. Let's drop that back to positive so we can control this thing and not open up chances for them. Valdain, Kono, Sgang. No triangle passing this time. He switches play. Ali, Guino, but this side with Mofu. Can't seem to figure that out. Sgang, nice ball through to Akono, but instead of taking the shot, he's going to cross to Hidayat, who gets no power whatsoever on that. Let's get Eunice in there. That is Eunice's position after all. Agung looking tired. That's a reason to bring him off alone. Pelu, sure. Let's bring Pelu on into his natural position. 10 minutes to play. No time wasting necessary, I think. Last few minutes, we'll do slight time wasting. Sgang playing the ball much better. Cristanto, Sgang, nice pass. Kono lays it off for a teammate, not sure which one, but they get shot. Fernando goes so close. No offside call. Hints of maybe an offside, but that could have been perfectly timed. Ooh, almost an own goal. That was so close. Keeper desperately diving, misses the ball, but then the ball goes just wide. Same player this time does get better clearance of the ball. Fernando, and we're just laying it off going backwards. Really going the wrong direction. Finally, they find Waladain, who makes a poor cross, and it is what it is. Okay. Instructions. Go ahead and time waste a little bit now. Thank you. See this thing out. It's only 1-0. 3 minutes to go. It's been all us, but, you never know. Eunice to seal it. No. Changes his mind. Lays it off for Pelu, and risky Pelu scores, at least for us, in control. 2 games in a row. And seals this thing. It's done, folks. Game was never close, but it was always close until the final minute, if you know what I'm saying. The one-shot attempt is all they mustered the entire match. Meanwhile, we just kept piling on the misery. Eventually, started to catch up on our XG as we were a goal and a half behind at halftime. We were approaching 2 on the XG by the time we finally scored. And then we got up to 2.5 by the end of the game in the final shot for us. And that final big boost to XG, bringing us up that little bit higher. 30 shots, 10 on target, which is not a very good shooting percentage at all. But of course, we have a low quality of player, especially when we go down to our bench a bit lower. They were still creative comparatively, totally dominant, but it took that little bit more. Sgang, for me, player of the match, when he subbed on, that was the difference maker. We were already in control. We were doing well. Of course, our wingbacks were all over their defense. They did not have an answer for that. So Ali, Waladain had excellent days in terms of ratings, but they could have done more. They should have done more. It's just the other team didn't have an answer for that wingback position. They just couldn't handle it. Hence the really high ratings. Not necessarily that they themselves did anything fantastic. They were just given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. But meanwhile, Sgang came in and changed the game, and that quickly led to the first goal and continued us right into goal number 2, even after the opposition tried to step it up, and then we backed off to positive and totally regained control. And it's the next round of the Cup, just getting underway. Kyljin is who we play this time, and Fari, who we had as a center mid back when we were in League 2. I think we let him go last season. He was one of the ones we did our fire sale then to bring our payroll down. Fari is playing for Kyljin, and he's one of their key players now. That's kind of the difference in level, that he was good enough for level 2, but not for level 1, and so he is starring at level 3. Alright, so Waladain We get that cross in, and that header is free, but it's over the crossbar. 6 shots already, only 1 on target, so the XG remains a little low, all things considered. And we've already flown through this thing. It's almost halftime. We literally just started the match, and it's almost halftime. Ali, nice ball inside. Lucas Gabriel, Akono, Sugang, not quite as far down the depth chart today for this one. I've got a few guys playing. Certainly we went down the depth chart a little bit. If Ananda getting the start. Of course, he does play most of the time with 3 center backs. It's not hard to see one guy get rotated. So that happens pretty often as Mofu goes close. Of course, Mofu in the side. There's another big change, giving him a couple games. Akono starting alongside Gabriel, but Gabriel struggling through the first half. I really wanted to get this game in control so that I could sub him out and get our backup striker on. And then, Ali starting at wing back, but that is out of necessity as Palu has picked up a minor injury. He'll be fine for the next match, but out for this one. Nice ball ahead to Sugang. He tries to get the one over the top for Gabriel, but it's way too long. Nice throw into the open Lucas Gabriel. We reset, get the cross, but they clear eventually. Fernanda recovers the ball. It apparently had a ton of bend on it because as it rolled down the field, it continued to curve. Ali, nice cross there. Akono wins the header, but again, heads it high. I've amassed a couple strikers that can just about play headers, and as weak as the league is, they keep getting advantage at so many times, but if they can't get it on target, it's all for naught. 56 minutes gone by. We are playing attacking already as it is. There's not much more we can do here besides maybe sub out Mofu, who's struggling, for somebody better at the hour mark. I think we might have to do just that. Agung. No, bring on Saimima. And then we'll do Agung if necessary later for like a yellow carded Shinji. Body language is good, so no, I'm not going to say anything. We just need to keep on keeping on. Kono with the interception there. Nice pass to Sugang. Overlap with Waladane, but then he goes backwards with it when we were in a nice forward position. Shinji, great find to get Ali. Really good block, though, on that one. Ali didn't play that the best, but it was a fantastic run. Don't want to take that away from him. Another free header. And again, we keep winning those over and over and over again, but not finishing things off. Shinji actually is struggling a bit here. I'm wondering if I need to bring off Shinji. Lucas Gabriel! That was onside, or at least it was deemed onside. I don't know if it was or not, but again, missed opportunity after missed opportunities. Most of our chances coming via headers today, and we just cannot get them on target or in any threatening sort of manner. 70 minutes played. Still no goals. Shinji finds Sugang, finds Lucas Gabriel, and again, blasting it high. Very attacking. Sugang. Saimima. Shinji. Oh, Lucas Gabriel close on that one, but the keeper makes the stop and recovers the ball. Shinji is tired. Let's just go ahead and bring on Agung. Waladane is tired, but I have no backup at that position. Less than 10 minutes to play. Nice ball there to Akono. Still, he goes near post when the keeper is a foot away from near post. Lucas Gabriel, nice find there. Nice overlap, give go. Waladane heads it high. Or not high, but heads it straight to the keeper away. XG approaching 2. Still no goals. Nice little give and go. Bang, 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 bang. But then the last pass, not enough on it. And not much of a run either. Agung inside. Saimima. Oh my goodness. Come on. Demand more. We'll try. Yeah, that brought a lot of them down, not up. Extra time, kickoff. They've had just 4 shots, 0.18 XG. All over them, and we cannot get a goal. Hands on hips. Can't go with the unlucky one. Keep working hard. You'll be rewarded. There you go. That was good. Got a good response. How are we doing on subs? We've done 2. But who can we sub? We have fatigue out there right through this area the most. So you would think that's where we need to go, especially with 2 yellow cards at the 2 wing backs. Wallade's struggling, but what do I have? Do I have anything? No, I do not. I have I have Cristanto. I could push Guino out into the left back spot. Oh, gotta be kidding me. He's played well though, and his rating is getting even better. Not like last game though. Not dominating. Extra time, halftime. Still nothing. XG approaching 2. Though it's been approaching 2 for quite a while. We settled down quite a bit after really dominating for a long, long time. Oh, Agoon, why'd you lay that back off for Ali? You were in a much better position to continue on, and then you're going to be lucky to get away with without a yellow on that one. Walladay, long throw? No. Saimima, nice layoff. There's Lucas Gabriel, 5th goal of the season. All competitions, which is really poor at this point in the year for him, but it's a goal. Saimima, that was a fantastic ball. Lucas Gabriel with the left foot, stepping back to that one, is definitely onside from his position. He's stretching his socks. Why are we checking offside there? That's not where the offside would be. It's there. Saimima making the pass, but okay. Weird timing on that one. He could absolutely be onside on that initial pass, and no problem. Okay, 115 minutes played. We do not need to be very attacking. Let's go positive. Corner kick. I don't know why, but let's go ahead. Time waste. These guys aren't doing anything to threaten us. We hit the bar. I hear a clank. Sugang. Let's bring Sugang off for Cristanto? No. Go ahead and bring off Akono. And bring on... Too late. End of match. We squeeze out twice now. We've squeezed our way through. XG, obviously, we should have had more. I mean, that should have been a 2 or 3 goal performance. It is what it is. It happens sometimes. You struggle to get the ball in the extra... in the back of the net. Takes extra time. That extra half hour was enough this time around. But we move on. 3rd round. All right, so at this point, job hunt continues. League, we are very much in the middle of the table right now. We have slipped a couple positions. We did finally have our first loss, but it was on the road at the number 1 team in the league. And it was 2-0. I mean, we didn't get blown out, so it was okay. Meanwhile, in the cup, we're performing well, sort of. Monsieur Hind gets player of the match with an 8.9 rating. 24 headers won. Okay. 125 passes, 99% completed. Dang. Did he really do that? That's crazy. So 14 played, 20 points. That was only 1 more match. Oh, 2nd loss of the season. Sorry. But it was the number 1 team that we just lost to. Overall, 6th is good. I know we were 4th a season ago, but I feel like we're both better and worse than we were. I mean, we're very similar, and we were very on it last year, and you could see we were in 4th, and we could absolutely get back up there. It's only a handful of points away. Brusella pulling away just slightly. Top 3 do seem to be pulling away a little bit, though. Hard to catch those guys. Hard to get into those top spots when you get those international competitions, continental competitions going. There's a lot of extra money involved in that. We're just not quite there to catch those guys, and so then we're struggling to get peanuts and pay our wages, which we're not doing terribly well, but we're way ahead of the drop, which of course had been where we were supposed to be these last couple of years. Speaking of, what did they have us at this year? 10th. So they had us 10th. So we've been outperforming expectations all season long. Now, of course, we're in a transfer window, we might be selling a couple players, but I can't afford to offer contracts to literally anyone right now, and our financial situation just keeps getting worse. What to do? Oh, right. Bail. Find a new job. Well, I keep trying. It's not happening, but I keep trying. I've been checking every 3 to 4 days now, so I'm improving on that part. We already applied to this one. They are giving an interim coach a bit of a chance to see how he does before going. But there's a new one, Busan. Oh, yes, I will take a train to Busan. Fantastic movie. If you have not seen it, through job advert. That seems like a bit of a stretch to get that one, but we are applying. Yes, we are. Okay, we've already been turned down on that one, and then those are Indonesia. So I just keep getting my name out there. Nothing yet. No bites. Looks like I need to continue to improve my reputation. There is something on the horizon that could open up more possibilities, but I'll save that for next episode. That's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.